Well, it's been a minute, huh? Truthfully, I had another video planned, but I never had the motivation to finish it. I've been going through some things, personally, regarding who I am and what I see in my reflection. My vices played a good role in distracting me. I watched a lot of shows, and I spent a lot of time with family and friends. But what happens when your vices lead you to a crossroad in life? When your escape from reality forces you to make a decision? I've been blessed to have great conversation with my family and friends, and also work things out with a therapist. But one thing I owe a lot of admiration to is the anime Naruto. Now, before y'all call me a virgin, let me explain. Naruto is an anime I've been watching heavy since winter 2021. Currently, I'm halfway through Shippuden. Now, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, the show has taught me hella life lessons through its characters and arcs. Naruto being a great example of never giving up and always showing love to the people you care about. Also, Kakashi teaching me how to be that guy, easily one of the coldest motherfuckers in fiction, bro. But there's one character I truly resonate with more than the rest. And he isn't the strongest, fastest, or even the most important character, but in my opinion, he's the most real character in all of anime. Shikamaru Nara is someone I think a lot of us can relate to. His character development was done so well, I just be drooling. Sorry, my bad, y'all. Alright, enough tomfoolery. Let me get to explaining for real. Let's start from the jump. Shikamaru was introduced during the Chunin exam arc and was described by Naruto as someone who was always lazy, complained, and had no motivation. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, he was kinda spot on. Look, Shikamaru's introduction was definitely someone you would have never expected to be important. He was always saying what a drag, he was always complaining about everything. Hell, there's this one scene where he was having beef with his alarm clock. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, that was real as hell, and I get it, but bro was lazy as fuck. In fact, when he had to fight Tamari, bro, this dude Naruto had to push him down the rail just to get him on the battlefield, and this dude was so pissed. He said he ended up hiding in the trees and shit. He's like looking at the sky, he's like, man, I wish I was the clouds for real, because they're free. And like, I feel like what's cool about this whole arc was the irony was Shikamaru was the only ninja in his class to be graduated to Chunin, which ironically enough gave him even more responsibility in the end. But he would end up getting more work and being a better leader through it, and leading his teammates, and it really started to change Shikamaru's personality, so I found that to be really cool. The build up from the Chunin exam arc led to the ultimate climax of the original Naruto series, the Sasuke retrieval arc. And without a doubt, this is the best arc in OG Naruto in my opinion. All the characters we've been seeing finally working together in perfect harmony. That shit was legit hype, dog. And man, the man leading the operation was none other than Shikamaru himself. And while he still kept that what a drag personality, you can see that he really cared about his team, put them in the best strategy possible to save Sasuke. Well, sadly for everyone on the team, they ended up not being able to save Sasuke, and a lot of his comrades ended up in the hospital with bad wounds. He felt like a complete failure, and he had to be saved by the people in the sand village. He was in the hospital crying, ready to quit. He felt like a terrible leader, but it was his father who told him some of the most real advice he could have ever gotten. He told him that if he quits, he will have no control over what happens to his friends, because they're going to go on another mission, and instead of him being the leader and improving and having a safer mission, it'll be someone else that he has no control over. So instead of quitting, Shikamaru said, I'm going to get better, and next mission won't be a failure. I applied this advice to my personal life the same way Shikamaru did. While I'm not a ninja planning life or death missions, I can relate to the idea of not wanting to quit, because if we quit due to our failures, we'll have no control over what happens next in our lives. We should be improving through adversity. I spent late nights contemplating a lot of shit, and sometimes I do really want to quit. I'll be fantasizing about selling everything and running away from all the pressure I feel at times. And it's crazy, and I really don't want to go too deep into it, but I chose not to give up, because if I ran, I'd lose everything. Instead, I choose to carry on and try to improve my life instead. I want to be better, and I want to be the guy who saves the day, just like Shikamaru. Yo, intermission. For this part, there will be spoilers for Naruto Shippuden. If you do not want to be spoiled, leave the video now. I feel like that was a pretty decent ending right there, you get a lesson from that. But then there's another lesson after that, because this dude Shikamaru is just that real. But I mean, I don't care about spoilers. Just watch the video. Yeah. Naruto Shippuden takes place 4 years after the failure of the Sasuke retrieval arc. And I love seeing how all the characters have grown and matured. In my opinion, Shikamaru had the best growth. During the Akatsuki suppression arc, Shikamaru saw his sensei get killed by the Hands of Hidan. His heart was broken and he couldn't even muster the strength to go to his funeral. He spent a whole day grieving. Later that night, he was playing shogi with his dad, a game he would often play with his sensei. As he plays, he starts to break down and cry, while his dad told him to let it all out. This is probably my favorite scene in Naruto, to be honest. Seeing someone as smart and as calculated as Shikamaru cry and feel useless was something I think we all can relate to, and crying is a healthy part of the grieving process. The next day, Shikamaru was ready to get revenge for his sensei, and he did it by strategizing and being better at planning. After that arc, Shikamaru got his revenge, but most importantly, he got the philosophy from his sensei passed down to him. The philosophy of the shogi board is one of the greatest lessons taught in Naruto. If we were to think of our lives like a game of shogi, we can be many different pieces. We could be the rook that makes big, bold, and brash moves, or a shifty knight. Some of us might even be sacrificial pawns in life. But what is the end goal of all the pieces? It is to defend the king. But who is the king though? The king is the future generations, the people younger than us. Shikamaru learned that it was his turn to defend the king because he grew up. I, just like him, grew up. Turning 20 has been a real eye-opener for me. I genuinely do feel old at times, and it's low-key kind of scary. Maybe it's good to embrace growth and change though. Maybe it's my turn to be a leader and teach people things, the same way older people has taught me things. One of the coolest people I met was a dude a year older than me in 10th grade. He put me onto all the music, fashion, and slang. We would play Fortnite Mobile together when that was a thing, and just geek around in class. I never had an older brother, but he was the closest thing I had to one. And the fact that his influence is still strong on me to this day is a true testament to the importance of people in my life. Maybe it's my turn to be an influence on people. I still have a lot to learn myself, I know, but just like Shikamaru, I have grown and changed, and I'm ready to do anything for the people I care about.
アスマ先生に頼まれたって。
アスマから託された子だ。ジライア様のことは聞いた。うじうじしてても始まんねえだろ。俺は死からいろいろなもんを託された。託される側から託す側にならねえとよ。めんどくせえけど、あんなかっけえ忍びになりてえならよ。
Thanks for watching, y'all. Sorry if this video was more on the personal side. I just wanted to talk my shit, to be honest. And if you like this video, let me know. I could do more like Naruto anime type like analysis vids. Like I could do one about the Land of Waves arc. That would be kind of hard. But anyways, bye. Peace.